Hello, chat. Welcome back to the stream, or welcome to the stream if you're here for the first time. I appreciate every single one of you for being here. We have a very fun and exciting episode for you today. We are introducing all of the women of Xzile. Very excited to be surrounded by so many amazing women in this org. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Morbid Mind. I'm the CEO and founder of Xzile Esports. And when I started the org, I did not start off with the intention of, I need to have so many women surrounding me. I need this, that, whatever. It just kind of happened. We just kind of gravitated towards each other. So I'm super excited for you guys to meet the wonderful ladies. They're in a call with me right now. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, thank you so much for following and subscribing. I appreciate you so much. We are live every once in a while on Twitch, so if you're interested in that, you can always come back and go follow us and watch us on Twitch. Avery, let's go. Thank you for the resub for 2 months. W, Fabia. And if you are watching from YouTube, I will be talking a little bit to chat, so I do apologize if you cannot see what's going on, but we have some wonderful people watching us live right now, and I want to send them some love. Spets, Coffee, Chris, Mike, thank you so much for being here in chat. We appreciate it. I'm not subbing until I get VIP or mod. That's crazy. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and undeafen and bring the girly pops in. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi. How are y'all?
Doing great. Having great discussions about expired food.
That's so disgusting. Y'all are funny.
I don't know how we get to this point.
Yeah. We just start talking and then who even knows where we end up. But I just gave a little bit of an intro. I didn't really give an intro to what Xzile is and what we do here, so I'm going to start off first with just saying we are an esports organization, esports and content creation organization. We have competitive teams in Apex, Overwatch, and Valorant. We also have 6 content creators who all play FPS games, and again, they're all representatives of Apex, Overwatch, and Valorant. And then the occasional variety game thrown in there. So we'll talk a little bit about some of those content creators and our teams maybe a little bit later in the episode. But today is all about the women of Xzile, and I am so excited to highlight the girly pops that represent the org, and also not all of them could be here with us today. Maybe some will join a little bit later on, so if I have to like stop really quick to fix the stream or whatever, just bear with me. But yeah, there's just a few of us here today, and then at the end I also made a video edit, so we'll show off some of the gaming skills and funny moments from the women of Xzile. Chris said in chat, "Yay, we love women."
This is a big, real woman. He's the S word we can't say.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, my name is Morbid Mind. I'm the CEO here. I am also a streamer, so I play a lot of FPS games and I stream over on Twitch. I play a lot of Apex and Overwatch, so if you ever want to come hang out and watch me over there, you can find me at Morbid Mind. We have She-Hulk here. If you want to introduce yourself and tell us what you do here at Exile.
I am She-Hulk. I am the human resource specialist, so I deal a lot with contracts and making sure people follow the rules and are not toxic, this, that, and the other. People get just keeping people adhering to our code of conduct and all of that because somebody needs to do it. So it's me. Yeah.
Let's go. You know, we should have hired Spets here to just sit in the call and do all the like sound alert stuff, just like clapping.
I was just gonna do claps, yes. I had the soundboard up, but I didn't want it. I was like, should I do this?
Yeah, we fucked up. We should have hired him. Whoops. We'll get him for the DJ next time. Alright, thank you so much, She-Hulk. Oh, did you plug your stream? I mean, you don't stream that often, but you do stream.
Oh, I did stream a couple of days ago. I
Yeah.
stream every, like, once a year. So,
You missed it for
Should've shown off the new
2024.
icon.
Yeah.
I
The
was just showing
icon
off the
is
icon.
iconic. It's great. It's right there on stream. I love
I
it.
know.
Yep.
But yeah, like, everybody got to watch me, struggle with puzzles.
What game?
A little to the left.
Oh, is that the where you like place the items? Like
Mhm.
you go through the room. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I was gonna buy that game. I haven't decided though. Is it worth
Literally, somebody told me to buy it, and I was like, I don't think I'm smart enough.
it? Worth it.
No, you made it through, what's that game that you were just doing with the hands?
Oh,
Something playtime.
I
Wait, you beat that game?
Poppy playtime, yeah, but I
Yes.
had to cheat within the first 5 seconds. You were literally there, Miss Monkey, for that.
Shh, I only remember the good stuff. Anything extra is just like out of mind, out of sight.
She's like, I don't remember that happening. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a nice game though. It helps like I like the noises in it. Most of them. There are squishy noises that I don't like, but it was like a good game to like calm down and like de-stress and just
I need more de-stressful
Think.
games.
because lots of games don't even like make you think sometimes, so I liked it. I still have to beat it.
I have to think when I shoot my gun. What do you mean?
I saw
never
a tweet
do.
today that was like why play de-stressing games where I could play games that make me so mad that I'll cry. That's really me.
Oh my gosh. Alright. Fave Ave, do you want to introduce yourself and let us know what you do here at Exile?
Sure. Hey guys, I'm Ave or Avery or Fave or
Fabiav.
anyone. Nope. Don't listen to anyone as I ever tell you anything other than those 3 names, okay? Especially Morbid. I'm the
what about
marketing
Furry
director.
Oh,
What'd you say?
not on
What?
stream.
No.
Not on stream.
Ignore her. Ignore Chris. Don't listen to anyone. Avery, or Fave Ave, alright? Those are my 3 names. Okay. And I'm the marketing director here at Exile, so I deal with announcements and scheduling and basically letting everyone know what's happening and where.
Yeah.
Love that. You
Thank you.
did you mention
She-Hulk.
your stream?
Well, I don't really stream, but shout out to Coffee for the shout out. That is my Twitch. Maybe once I'm in the middle of university right now, or not the middle. I'm about to graduate. So maybe once I graduate and start working, I'll actually start streaming again. Just try to play some fun games.
Yeah.
But right now I'm so busy with schoolwork and just trying to finish and get my degree that I don't really stream or don't stream. But I'm gonna try to do it starting in the summer.
Let's go. Avery streams, can't wait. But I was also gonna ask, did you mention that you've been making the graphics too?
Oh yeah.
I
make some graphics. Morbid helps me. We do it. We slay him.
She goes, "Here, fix this."
Yeah, I make like a rough draft, and I'm like, Morbid, how can I make this better? And then Morbid helps me.
And I move something literally a little to the left.
Yeah, Morbid's like the perfectionist. I'm like, you can change his font color maybe. It's just like, yep.
Yeah, no, I love it. I think it's awesome to see that you have like gained some of these like newer skills that maybe you didn't think that you would be doing. But because of the org, you've had to learn different skills and like kind of unlocked talents maybe that you didn't know you had before.
Yeah, I didn't tell you this one, but like last week I applied for a job and I actually used like graphics I made for Xzile because it was like it had to do with coding, but also they wanted like someone that was like could do graphic design as well. I was like, well, I was like, and then my cover letter I mentioned Xzile and what I did, like how I make graphics and stuff.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
we'll see
hold
if
my
I hear
beer.
back. I think they probably want someone more experienced than me because look, I'm just like fresh out of undergrad here, but we'll see.
We believe in you.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
That's awesome though. Yeah, one of my favorite moments I think was when you told me like how much joy you've got out of doing like community events like the Minecraft server and our community nights and stuff. I was like, oh, I'm so happy. Like I felt like knowing you, I knew you would be good at it. I just didn't know if you would like actually enjoy it. So I've enjoyed seeing you.
I enjoy it. I'm just ready to finish school. I feel like lately I've been kind of slacking and like demotivated because of how much schoolwork I do all the time. Like that is why I'm so ready to graduate because I feel like I can really get more into doing stuff for Xzile because I want to look. I can't even begin to express like how depressed school makes me. I'm just like I'm like get me out.
Yeah. You're almost done though.
Yeah. No, I literally.
Early May, I'm done.
You can ask Miss Milky. We literally had this similar conversation the other day, where I hope you don't mind me saying this, but
Oh, go for it. Yeah.
You just had stuff that you were busy, and you were like, "I'm so sorry, I haven't made this meeting or that," and blah blah blah. And I was like, "Oh, girl, don't even worry about it." Like, Ava and I have been so checked out. We have forgotten so many things that we needed to post or like edit pictures for. I feel like we kind of go through ups and downs with the org because I guess what like a lot of other people may not know is that we don't get paid for anything that we do here. Not yet. Hopefully one day, right? That's the goal, but we're still very new to the space, and all of us are coming in to this esports world with only the background of gaming, right? Not so much the background of like what the business is about, even the like video editing, even HR experience, like a lot of that stuff aren't things that we thought we would be doing, but here we are because we're a collective group of now, really good friends who enjoy esports, enjoy helping others make their dreams come true with being a part of like a competitive team, having something to represent, having a backing behind them, things like that. So we all do this on our free time, but all of us have to work, feed ourselves, make sure we have a roof over our head, also feed our addiction to our video games and all the skins that we want. So, we're all doing life stuff at the same time. And so I often feel like we have really high, big, busy months. Like the first 2-3 months of Xzile were crazy. I felt like we had no breaks. There was no time for stopping or slowing down. It was just go, 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 go. And then we kind of had like a month of like chill, a couple 2 months of like chill vibes because it was the holidays, so we were like, we have to slow down. People are going to be out of town, people aren't going to be here, we got to calm down. And then as soon as the holidays were over, we were back at it, just like pushing ourselves. We need to do this, we need to do that. And now this month I felt like has also been a very like slow month of, we're still doing things. We have our movie nights, we have our tournaments, our community events, even bringing on new people, restructuring part of the org as well. But overall it has been more of like a slower month for us because I just think we needed the time. So I was like, don't even worry, Miss Milky, like we're all taking some time without really having to like tell each other we're all taking time. For me, I anticipate like May being an extremely busy month for us, if I'm being honest. I think April will also like kind of be back into like getting into the flow of things, but I feel like May is going to be a month that kind of pops off for us, especially because it's Mental Health Awareness Month. But
also we have DreamHack at the end of it.
Yeah, so we're going to be like building up to all of that and all the content that we're going to make and all of the good memories. I'm super excited for it. But before I keep getting super ahead of all of myself, Ms. Milky, do you want to introduce yourself and let us know what you do here?
Don't forget about me, though.
Yeah.
I'm Miss Milky. Hi. I was brought on to be the tournament coordinator, and I just kind of help run and manage and do scoring and keep things moving as far as tournaments go. I do my very best. I'm new and I'm learning, going off of what you said about just new skills. I've appreciated getting an inside view. I've done tournaments in the past, but I was always participating, so this is the first time I'm going behind the scenes, and it's been a really fun process, and I'm enjoying it because each month I've had to learn something different because it's a new game, new site to use, new people to reach out to and meet because they're going to be playing this game specifically that they didn't do the last one. Hopefully bring them back for another one. But it's been a lot of fun. I've been networking, and it's been fun. Yeah.
Awesome. Do you want to promote your stream?
Oh yeah, I used to stream a lot more in the past. It's just been difficult. I had a year where I had some family stuff going on, so I was up out of town for like 6 months out of that year. I was not home, so that really hindered it, and then my laptop started pooping. So once I start finishing my computer build, hopefully in the next 6 months, I will be back streaming. I do variety. I do art, cooking, watching YouTube. Really like to do that. But that's me, variety streamer, and hopefully I can come back.
Awesome. Love it. Yeah, thank you so much, Miss Milky, for joining us too on Xzile. When we started, the tournament organizer was me, Ave.
Right, yeah.
And, we just kind of filled in every, like, space that we could for anything, And me, She-Hulk, Coffee and Flop, and Rod had run random royales before for my community, but that was like at a very like small scale. And so running it for an org and having new people join and with prizes on the line and stuff was really a crazy time, I think, for us. We were constantly stressed out about the tournaments, what people, oh my god, especially me at the very beginning, I like cared so much about what people were thinking and saying and their feedback. And I think now that we've kind of gotten a better system down and stuff, it's way less stressful. And now that we have Miss Milky that just kind of takes over all of that for us, we just have to really work like the week of, pretty much, is what we prepare, plan, and then execute the day of. So we appreciate you joining us and helping us out.
Well, thank you for letting me be here and join.
Really do.
I hope over time too, it just gets easier and less stressful, and like just I can keep getting smoother and smoother.
Think it will.
Yeah.
I think that like when we first started, we would just run into problem after problem. But I mean, like the more problems that you solve, I mean, you know how to avoid them in the future. So
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's been huge. Like big learning experience, and at this, we're kind of at the point where now when people have complaints or feedback, they're very minimal or very much like out of our control, kind of thing. So
Yeah.
mhm.
it's been uh, it's been awesome to see our growth in like that department. And like I just want to, can I shout us out for a second and just say like I've been thinking about it and I'm like, damn, there's other places that run very amazing, like let's say Apex tournaments, and they do it so well. And then I thought to myself, like, we should cut ourselves some slack because we're not just running an Apex event every weekend or, every month. We're switching it up every month, and that's like a whole new group, a whole new community that we're trying to like tap into.
Mm-hmm.
That is so difficult, and it's been great to see us be able to build our Apex community to the point of um, almost having a full lobby. Our last tournament, we only needed two more players to have a full lobby. Who would have even thought that we would get to that point, I remember when we were just trying to get the 10 teams just to start the tournament, and now we're at the point of literally almost having a full lobby. Um, and when we were running our Valorant and Overwatch tournaments, sometimes it can be a little bit harder for us to get teams to participate, but I think we should be a little bit kinder to ourselves in those moments because we're still working on like building that community within our organization. So, yeah, it's not easy doing all three games, but it's important to us to not be just an Apex organization. We want to make sure we represent multiple titles, and so I think, like Avery said, it's a learning experience. We're getting there. We're figuring it out. One day, our um, Overwatch tournaments and our Valorant tournaments will be at the success of like our Apex events as well. I believe in us.
Exactly. I think so. I think in catering to, like you said, mini communities for different games, only in time will we gain the traction that you saw with Apex. And like you said, we only had two people that we were missing for that last one. So I think
Yep.
all the other events and tournaments that we do for different games will just kind of follow in suit while it just keeps getting more and more.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun doing more than just like catering to one community too. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
we meet so many cool people by not just sticking to one game.
Yep.
I agree.
One of my favorite things is like getting like a cracked out Valorant player on like Apex or something, and then just like
Yeah.
listening to them figure that out, and or vice versa, seeing our Apex players play on Overwatch, like falling off the maps and raging. Like, I don't know, it's just so funny to me. I love seeing us like bring communities together too has been
hmm
really awesome, and
Yeah, I really love that. Like, I think one of my favorite instances is Yoshi, big Valorant girly. Like our Apex tournament we did last month. Like that was like the first time she like ever played Apex girly. Now she's
Yeah.
like plat in Apex rank. So I mean,
Oh yeah.
go off, queen.
She's so good. So that's been really awesome to see those kinds of things. Um and then even like me, I always said like, "Oh, I'm never playing Valorant," but I want like I okay, this is also kind of a different tangent that I will go on really quickly, but it's crazy how like we started this organization and we have our competitive teams that we have signed, right? And I'll talk a little bit about like our Apex boys. They have been our like Ave and I, they've been our friends for a long time now. We've always supported them, right? We've always been watching, cheering them on and stuff. There's something about like now that we're an organization and we represent them and they represent us, that when I see them playing and learning from their mistakes and not making the same mistake twice. And like I know that they've put in time with like VOD reviewing. I know that they've gone over specific things and they're making the changes that they need to. I just feel so immensely proud and like this just like huge sense of like honor to be on the same team as them. I may not be the Apex player, but I'm on their team, you know, and it just like means so much to see that. I have no idea where I was going with this tangent, if I'm being honest. What were we talking about?
I don't even remember.
I lost my whole
We were just talking about like how they like how we bring like different communities together and like how in our org like we'll have like people that mainly play one game but they'll branch out and play the other one just because we like host events and stuff.
Yeah. So so now that like we have teams in Overwatch and Valorant, like my whole mindset has changed to where Valorant will be a difficult game for me to learn, but I so badly want to understand what's happening in the game so that I can be just as proud of each like team and player for the improvements that they're making. You know what I mean? Like I always watch Overwatch scrims, Valorant scrims, but especially with Valorant, like half the time I don't really know what's happening, and I want to know. I want to be like screaming at my screen. I want to be like super shocked and impressed. The same feeling that I get when I watch Apex. So it's just like a different like view for me now that I didn't realize really that I was gonna get when we started the org. So I'm glad how it's kind of changed us to even want to branch out and understand other games to be supportive of everybody. But yeah, we've gone on a little bit of a tangent of other things. Back to the girly pops and why we're here. She-Hulk, you want to tell me what first got you into gaming?
I mean, I think video games have been a part of my life like since I was a kid. I didn't have a Nintendo. My cousins had a Nintendo 64, and I would play Mario Kart with them when I went to go see them. And then I remember when my family got a PlayStation 2, and me and my brother played nothing but like racing games and ATV2 and Shrek, the movie, had a video game. But it also had like its own like its version of Super Smash Bros. It was called Shrek Slam.
Oh, that's
it was so fun. But I mean, that's where my kind of like I really liked video games. I liked playing them, and I kind of liked that like just the little space it puts you in.
Yeah.
And then once I got to high school, I really started like with Black Ops 2. I really started getting into zombies, and then even some of the multiplayer. And then I found out that my favorite kind of niche is single player games, because Skyrim came out, and I got totally enveloped by Skyrim. It was so brand new and like, excuse me, magical. And I remember that feeling of playing that video game for the first time, and it was like, oh my god, these can have stories, and these can have like, this isn't just shooting a gun or beating up your sibling or you know, killing zombies. It's like these things can have stories that are really, really good. That was my first experience like that, and then since then it's just been, you know, I like playing video games. I like playing them even more with friends, single player games and multiplayer games. But I just found out that competitive is just not for me because I'm a little too chill.
You're not chill when you're watching.
No,
I'll say that much.
I'm not. I get loud when I'm watching and I'm cheering. But being like in a competitive team, just not for me, just because I personally I don't have any competitive drive.
Supporter, not a fighter.
I
Yes.
agree completely. I'm not a competitive person. I don't even play comp like in
No.
games.
Same.
I'm just like whatever.
I don't
I
like
just want to go
comp.
and have fun.
Yep. Want to have goofy fun and push my friends off cliffs.
That's crazy. What about you, Abe? What first got you into gaming?
You know, hearing she will talk about that, like I was gonna start when I like started PC gaming, but she just like brought me back to like my childhood because I just didn't really think about like how much I really played game. Like during high school, I say I did not game at all. I was like so focused on school and clubs, and I was a cheerleader the first 2 years. But I was younger. I was a big like Nintendo girly, like always on the Wii playing, but it was never like it was just like dumb games. Like I played a lot of like Just Dance, like
Oh, fuck yeah.
a lot of Wii Sports, and I mean we played Mario games like Mario Kart, and I never went like I never had like a Nintendo 64 or anything. It was like first gaming console I ever used was a Wii. I also had a DS, so I was like a big handheld like gaming kind of girly. Like I played a lot of games on the DS, and they would always I would have like a beauty game, like I do like hair and makeup, or I do like Nintendo dogs, or I took care of the dogs and I would, like clean them and stuff, or I play like Mario Kart. I still have my DS with Mario Kart, and I like try to play it, and I didn't realize, but like the graphics are so bad, and I thought it was like the best thing ever when I was little. So I was just like, wow, this actually looks terrible. But yeah. So and then in middle school, I got an iPad and I would play Minecraft Pocket Edition and Sims and Geometry Dash all the time. And then like I said, I took a big break in high school, and then in college, COVID happened. And that was like when like the end of 2020 was when Among Us was popping off.
Yep.
And I think y'all have heard this story like 1,000 times because it's mine and Chris's origin story, right? So I was playing Among Us with my brother. And
Hey,
I met
Bad Wolf.
Chris,
Thanks for the
and
raid.
We started playing Among Us a lot together. Like it was me, my brother, Chris, his brother, and his cousin, and then our friend Marjan would play Among Us a lot. And then I needed a new laptop because I had a MacBook. And my brother got me a gaming laptop. Or he didn't get it for me. He picked it out and my dad bought it for me. And because I wanted to play Minecraft. And so he got that and we started playing Minecraft together, and they were like, y'all, Avery, you should try Valorant. And so that's kind of what really kicked off like my PC gaming was Valorant. And then I played that for a long time on my gaming laptop, and then my brother upgraded his PC and helped me build my own PC. And so and you know, I think a large part of my gaming experience is because of my brother. Like he was the one that convinced me to or like to get a gaming laptop, and he was the one that got me to play Among Us with him. And he was the one who's helped me like play other games. Like he got me into Terraria, and into Celeste, which I loved that game. Stardew Valley, I played that game like the whole entire summer one time. I had like 200 or like 300 hours on it because of him. He was like, you would love this game. So big shout out to him. Like he was like, you know, like the Xbox gamer, like the Black Ops guy. Like he would get me to play with him. I was so bad. But every once in a while I would, you know, he would make me play like multiplayer with him, like Nuketown. I don't even know what Call of Duty that is. Like he would
Yeah.
But yeah. So, and then sometimes he would get me to play zombies with him, which I didn't like it because it scared me. I was like, I don't even know how old I would have been. I would have been like 10 or 11,
I do have a
I guess.
question.
Yes.
When are you gonna play Final Fantasy 14?
Oh, okay, stop. Alright, y'all. My brother, like, he's changed. He's different. He's a new man. Like, he's addicted to the MMO, whatever, Final Fantasy 14. He wants me to play so bad, and I refuse. Like,
He wants
it's like,
he wants everyone to play.
yes,
For clarification.
Yes. he's a walking copy pasta. Like he'll sit there and like say the whole entire advertisement for playing Final Fantasy 14.
Literally.
Everyone's always like, no. Like it's not for everyone, and like he just, I don't know if he like understands that.
I don't think
at this
so.
point, like I think it's a like I can't tell if he's serious at this point or like he's
Just
still,
It's
like,
just a meme.
like if it's just a meme. Like no one's gonna play it.
Yeah.
I just like I think that I would just be so bored by it. Like he is like honestly most of the games or like every game he's gotten me into, I've really loved like Risk of Rain, and I was saying like Stardew and Terraria. Like those are some of like my favorite games I ever played. And it was because he told me to play them. But there's some games he suggests and I'm like, no, I'm not playing that.
Yeah.
But
Quickly, thank you so much, Bad Wolf, for the raid. I appreciate you. Hope you had a good stream. Bad Wolf is one of our Overwatch competitive players, so if you guys want to go check him out, you can definitely go watch his stream. He's him and Raven both stream our scrims and our tournaments whenever they're in them. So if you want to go follow them, you can definitely go do so. Xzile on top. They had a amazing scrim yesterday where they just crushed the other team. It was awesome to watch. And then thank you, Cheese, also for the follow. I appreciate you. Miss Milky, what about you? What got you into playing video games?
Kind of going off of like everybody else, I dabbled a lot when I was younger. I started on the GameCube when I was super young. I had a Land Before Time game and this Godzilla game that I would play all the time.
Love that.
And then I didn't really start gaming again until a little bit later. The same thing, kind of like different games here and there, visiting friends, family, whatever. And then when I was around 5th grade, I got a DS and a Game Boy, and so I played Pokemon. I had a Shrek game that I really loved. We had Dance Dance Revolution. We had the PS2, so we were doing that constantly. I remember, this is sad, but I just remember when, I don't know why I'm laughing when I bring this up, I'm so sorry, but when Katrina happened, I remember we were playing Dance Dance that whole weekend, but my mom kept coming over and she would turn the channel so she could see what was happening on the news and go back, and we'd have to like stand there and catch our breath before we get back on the dance pads. It was just like one of those memories I had, that we just like a whole weekend that we were just like dancing our hearts out. So I have like some good memories, younger, getting into it a little bit with like my siblings, same thing, trying to beat them up or beat them. The Wii, loved the Wii. Growing up, my dad, we'd make fun of him all the time because he was like, oh, this is stupid, you guys are just playing games, you should go outside, ride a bike, do that type of stuff. But then one night I went downstairs, it was like 3 a.m, and he was down there playing Wii baseball because we beat him. My little brother beat him that night before it, so he was down there. So it was so awesome. But yeah, so I just like did the Wii, did different gaming consoles as it came out that my family would get, like the Kinect for the Xbox. And then when I went to college and around high school, I didn't really game as much more in high school to college. And then not until maybe like when I was like 20, I'd say, when I got with my boyfriend that I'm with now. He got me into gaming hardcore. We did Borderlands to start, and then The Witcher.
I love Borderlands.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I love that game. Really love The Witcher. Stardew Valley, also a big one. Wasn't until right? It's so much fun. I really, really love that game.
I just had a big update. I'm about to have to do another run.
I'm super excited. Yeah, no, I'm really excited for that. Just that chill, relaxing game. I like to balance between, because I am very competitive at the same time. So I was really nervous doing first-person shooters as far as battle royales go. When Apex came out, I was probably at the end of the second or third season. My boyfriend found it, downloaded it on the Xbox, and I watched him play a couple games, and I was kind of intrigued, but I was kind of nervous. So for the first like week, I had him land, pick up stuff, and then I'd run around and just like play Lifeline only, because I would hide during fights and I'd come out and like get somebody up or like heal them, throw down my drone. I was like, okay, this was a very slow learning thing for me to do. I was so overwhelmed with it. Oh, he finally told me one time, he was just like, no, I'm not gonna pick up stuff for you anymore. You gotta land, you gotta figure this out, you gotta get in there and do it. You're not gonna learn if I keep picking everything up for you. It was very overwhelming. It was so intense, and I have such high anxiety the whole time, and then people on the mic were like yelling things at me all the time, and I feel like that just fueled me even more, that I wanted to be better, because it wasn't like I was going against an NPC or I was going against real people, so that just kind of hit home to me that I was like, okay, if I really want a game and I really enjoy this, I at least want to be good at it. I don't want to be under the stairs during the fight or just only playing Lifeline or, all
Yeah.
those different things. But yeah, since then I've dabbled more into other games, like Dead by Daylight's really fun. Overwatch is super fun. I'm not a big fan of Valorant, but I play with my friends and my boyfriend because my boyfriend super loves Valorant. But same thing, I'm getting to a point where it's like, okay, do I just go in there and hate it the whole time, or do I just try to get better? And in getting better,
Yeah.
I do enjoy playing it more. So yeah, no, I've really fallen in love with gaming. I like the escape.
Awesome. I am a new to gaming kind of. I so what younger the only experience I have with gaming was one summer I spent it with a friend of mine and we played Halo 2 every day
Oh, fun.
in the summer, and then after that I never played video games. I think I was in middle school. Yeah, I didn't play any video games before that or really after that. When COVID happened, we were all locked down. I didn't have much to do. I didn't know what to do. I read all the books that I said I would read, and then I was kind of like, And my friend told me to buy a gaming laptop and to start playing Warzone with him. So my first experience.
That is a way to start gaming. Warzone?
Wow, one way to like dive head first into it and experience it all.
Yep, and so obviously like I'm on a laptop, right? So I started off on MNK for the first 2 days. None of my friends that I played with, it was my friend Sam and then John Jay, which you guys now know and love, my cousin. I played with them. They play on controller, on console, and they had no idea how to help me when it came to MNK. So literally Sam was like, you're never gonna learn this, here's a controller. Like, just give up right now. So we went ahead and I started playing on controller. Kind of same thing like what you said, Miss Milky, like the amount of horrible shit people would say in game was crazy, and mostly because we're women, we're getting comments like that. And so I started eventually playing Apex and have like definitely fallen in love with Apex and trying to get better, even competing in Apex at one point, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, no, I've mostly done FPS games. I think everyone tries to get me onto loving and appreciating story games, but for some reason I can't do it. I think that maybe if I would have grown up playing video games, I would have like appreciate it more and enjoy it more. But because I started off with such a battle royale, like so fast, so like fast paced, you start, it's over, you do it again kind of thing, it's kind of hard for me to play slower games. But I have enjoyed like crafting games, like Minecraft. Grounded was huge for me. Things like that have been fun. 7 Days to Die was all really great. So games like that also are a lot of fun for me. But Ave, do you have a moment, a highlight of your gaming career that you want to tell us about?
Okay, so not really, because I've never really played competitively or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that like one would be definitely joining Xzile, because I don't think two, starting like actually streaming and hitting affiliate, and two, joining Xzile, because when I first started like back in 2020, I like could never have pictured myself doing anything like this, like putting myself out there in like online gaming, because I don't know, like then I guess I didn't really take it that seriously, and I was just like, whatever, I'm just playing with friends. But like now I'm like actually in an org that one of my good online friends started, and like helping her run it and stuff. And then streaming, like I never thought I would just there and like actually like go live and try to like entertain people by being bad at games. So those are definitely two big highlights, and then I'd say like other highlights would just be like actually like beating games. Like I don't know like about anyone else, but there's something more satisfying in life than like completely beating a game. Like
Yeah.
after spending like so long on it, like Stardew and like Celeste and Terraria, I just found like beating those games like I just felt like I like really accomplished something in life. I was like, wow.
I'm her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it is crazy to think that we met in a random Apex lobby. And now we're running an org together.
Yep.
Just great.
How long ago was that we met? I don't even remember. Like, hold on, let me see what day you joined Ben's Discord.
Oh, yeah.
That's the question.
That would. True. I don't know how long that's been.
October. Wait. No, that's the wrong thing. October 25th, 2022. It was like 2 years or like a year and a half. Maybe.
Yeah, I think like a year and a half. That's crazy. Chris said, "Damn." Also, hi Shako, welcome to chat. What about you, She-Hulk? What's a highlight of your gaming career?
I think similar to Ave, I started streaming just because I was like, I'm playing video games and I think that I'm funny, so maybe other people will think that I'm funny. I'm bad at video games. And when I got verified, that was really like, not verified, affiliate, that was really like, oh my gosh, yay.
Yeah.
So, I think honestly when I got involved with the stream crew, and the person that kind of runs that, he's a streamer, but he's also a vocalist of a metalcore band, and they're really, really good, and they were my favorite band at the time, so I got involved in his community, and one day he rated me with like 18 or something viewers, and that was really like validating and like, oh my gosh. But that's also like Morbid and I's like red thread, like that's how we met. Basically is like people from there invited me to a server, and she was also invited to that server, and then bless you,
That's crazy.
reached out to me.
I saw her from across the hall and I was like, I want you.
Yeah, she was watching me play zombies with my friends on Twitch.
And I fell in love.
Like, I want to play. We never ended up playing zombies, but
oh my
yeah,
god,
man. Yeah, man. Fuck you.
True.
Well, guess you got to now.
Now you have to, yeah.
Zombie stream win.
1 year. That was back in like 20, I think. We met probably tail end of 2019.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like still waiting to play that game with you.
Yup, just waiting.
4
Doing
years
nothing
later.
else but waiting. I'm just kidding. I do not.
Days to Die, so that was kind of a zombie game.
I ended up playing zombies and realized I didn't really like it, so it's fine. It
Zombies
is
are like my actual IRL fear. I know it's like I know it doesn't. It's not gonna happen. I know that. I like am very like sane about it, but I'm also very insanely fearful at the same time. If that were to ever happen,
crazy.
I would shut down my body. My boyfriend says no, you have to fight and try and live, and at the same time, I'm like, can I just lay down and just all my internal organs just stop?
Yep, I'm out.
Stop.
I can't say what I would be doing on Twitch terms of service.
We're just out.
But you can fill in the blank.
GG's go next.
Survival.
The opposite.
Yep. But yeah, I think one of my well, I mean the obvious thing to say it for my like highlight would be starting Xzile. But I think before that, something that I loved that I got to do, which my best friends may not have the same feeling about, but I really wanted to play Apex competitively. I don't know why I got in my head that I really wanted to do that, even though I'm a bot. um, I guess because like I really love the game. I am very a competitive person, and I feel like I love to analyze the game a lot. And I have a lot of smart plays and good game sense. Too bad I can't aim. Um, but getting to play competitively with She-Hulk and Ave, for me it was a lot of fun. I know that they didn't really enjoy it, and obviously they kind of talked about how they're not really into the competitive play. But like being able to play tournaments with them was really fun for me. I enjoyed that a lot. And then even after they stopped playing with me, I played tournaments with other girly pops, and able to play in a huge tournament with a huge prize pool, and like we didn't get last, like we were in the top what, like 38 I think out of 60, 70 teams
Yeah.
that played. The fact that we broke and like went into that high of a level and played in lobbies with women that I find to be just so inspirational, it was crazy to me to see that I could be in that space. And even though I don't think I did my best in the tournament itself, the fact that we were able to get so far was like a huge highlight for me, and made me feel like, okay, you know, I know a little something about what I'm doing. That's been huge. But yeah, another highlight has to be Xzile. Obviously, starting Xzile, but more so like seeing our hard work pay off, in the sense of like other people telling me stories about like, oh, I was in this game and someone was like, oh, are you on Xzile? And being like recognized for being on Xzile, or other people joining chats and saying things like, you know, you're a part, oh yeah, you're a part of that org, right? Oh, they're so awesome. Like, that's so cool that you're, you know, on Xzile. Moments like that make me so happy to see that every little thing that we do, all of the hard work, all of the time that we take to, you know, have our meetings, to plan things, to schedule stuff, like it all is paying off, and you guys are benefiting from it. It, like, those things have made me so proud and happy to be a part of gaming. And so those, I think that's something huge that I'm very proud of. Miss Milky, what's a highlight of you for your gaming career?
Well, I had two. I had the same as everyone else, getting to join Exile.
Mm-hmm.
Super exciting. I didn't think that would like ever happen, especially after I wasn't able to stream as much anymore. But like I said, getting to join you guys was super special. And yeah, the second one, it's a highlight. It's not really like an accomplishment, really. It's just something
Mm-hmm.
that I thought was cool. But when I was streaming one night, I got into a game on Apex with Hal and AC, but my mic was really fucked up. So when I went to speak to them, all they could hear was "I'm sorry" and then a bunch of static, and then "I'm on controller." But I was trying to say "I'm sorry," my mic is messed up. It's connected to my controller. So they just heard again the "I'm sorry," da 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 da, mic, "I'm on controller," and then he just went, "Oh, it's okay." And then like I just didn't speak the whole rest of the time, and they ended up, you know, carrying and doing everything we won. And then I tweeted afterwards just saying, you know, like, "Hey, it was really great to play with you. My mic was all, you know, messed up, and that's why I wasn't speaking." And he liked it and everything, so that was cool. Yeah, so I'd say that was a highlight.
Yay.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
That's so funny.
Watch.
That's funny though. He said, "Sorry, I'm on controller."
Oh yeah, my boyfriend was watching the stream at the same time. He was like, "Oh my god, you're in the game with them," and he could listen. He's like, "Okay, they didn't hear like anything you said. It was so messed up." And he could just like how it was so just like, it's okay. Like, why is she like apologizing for being on controller? Is probably what he was thinking. But yeah, no, that was a cool experience.
That's awesome. She-Hulk, who's a woman that inspires you? Doesn't have to be gaming related, just in general, who's a woman that inspires you?
I mean, there's multiple women throughout history
Mm-hmm.
that are inspiring, stand up for change, and are resilient. I believe, like Rosa Parks, definitely. But like for me specifically, because I am, I don't know. It's just like something that stuck with me since I was a child. Is watching Lindsey Vonn on the Olympics. She usually plays in the Winter Olympics. She is a skier, and she has had multiple back injuries, leg injuries, broken bones, spine issues, all of that. And she's a reoccurring gold medalist. And seeing her, I think, just absolutely crush it as a woman in the Olympics for just skiing with all of this past medical stuff that's been really inspirational to me. And like that was like I think one of the first times when I was a kid, I think that I was like I want to be like her when I grow up.
Yeah.
And then of course like there are other women, Michelle Obama, fantastic woman. But like for me, it was I remember specifically feeling that like about Lindsey Vonn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. What about you, Miss Milky? Who's a woman that inspires you?
I'd say for real life, or like real life, for like my personal life, I would say as far as like a star would go or somebody that is famous, I like Taylor Tomlinson. She's a comedian and she has bipolar disorder, and I just like how she talks about mental illness, being successful, being a woman, and just kind of how she represents herself in comedy and how she's just been able to achieve a lot. I really have always wanted to do stand up, and I did a small stand up one time for a friend that was throwing an event at a bar. That was a really fun experience. But yeah, I've just like to follow her journey because I find that really inspiring. And then I have a friend who's an engineer, and she's just always been super supportive, encouraging when things are happening. If I've never done it before, she's just like, okay, I'm gonna watch you try it. You do it. Like if she's done it before, like
Mm-hmm.
just something simple. But if she's just very encouraging to just like to have me do something and accomplish it on my own. She's always there to help, but she's just a really smart, supportive person in my life, and I always look up to her because she's just doing stuff in her life that are goals that sometimes that I have that I can't wait to reach. And so yeah, those are my two people for my life.
Awesome. Eve, what about you? Who inspires you?
Okay, so I was kind of blanking on it. Like, I know that I know a lot of like, well, I'm actually a history minor, and I'm really big on like mainstream media, but I like cannot think of like, I know there's a ton, but I can't think of a specific name right now. But I know like someone in my personal life that really inspires me is probably like the cheesiest answer you can think of is my mom, because
Yeah.
she's an amazing woman. I feel like she has faced a lot of adversity and had a lot of problems in life, and she's just the way she's handled everything and just like the person she is now, it's kind of inspiring because I know she's been through a lot. And Chris, don't talk about my mom. Chris is obsessed with my mom, y'all. But like just seeing like this sounds bad, the way that she has her life together and like I don't, like I'm just like, wow, it's just so inspirational. No, she really takes takes self-care so seriously, and she's like does a lot of like she runs like 5K. She's so like out there and athletic, and she's always so happy, and I'm like, I wish I was like that. Like I want to be you so bad.
Yeah.
And then just like, well, not even like inspirational for me, but she's also very supportive of me. Like, if I tell her, like, I'm trying to do something for school or I'm trying to do something in life, she's just like, how can I help you? Or, like, how can I support you do this? So, yes, my mom is definitely
W
probably
mom.
one of my biggest inspirations. She's a great mom.
Love that. I have a similar. I was gonna say my grandma actually. She has since passed away, but I loved spending time with her and getting to know about her history and like our culture and the fact that she had to work in the fields and in packing sheds and um, worked really hard to make sure that her family not only had enough but had the best that they could do. Really inspired me. She is someone who was very strong. She lost her husband at a early age, and so looking back and looking at how tough she was, um, it is just so inspiring to me to see that she was still able to be so loving and kind, and she always shared so much wisdom to us and always pushed us to be better. Sometimes in my own life, if you know me even for a second, I am very emotional and connected with my emotions, and it can be, a good thing and a bad thing at times. But sometimes I feel like I'm not very strong, and I wish I was stronger like my grandma. And I've had to learn that, there's different types of strength, and she definitely constantly still inspires me and reminds me that as women, we are very strong in the things that we have to deal with in this world and the things that we have to overcome just to make it an equal playing field. And that we do it with such grace and integrity. And she's just someone who constantly reminds me that there nothing can stand in our way, because we can find ways to overcome things. We'll find different ways to be bigger and better no matter what, because we are women. We have to, right? And she just constantly inspires me. Within the gaming world, though, I don't really talk about her often, but I do enjoy watching Sweet Tales. I don't know if you guys know who she is, but she is so funny. Sweet Tales, like, her streams are so funny. The content that she makes is hilarious. And there was a point recently where she stopped streaming, and I was like, I don't really know what's going on. And when I looked more into it, she was having just some really big, like, mental health struggles, and she was being so honest and open about what she was going through that really inspired me to remember and understand that, hard times happen to everybody. Whether, you have your dream job or not, things can still happen to you. And I think it's just so inspiring that she was so open and honest. And even though it was probably scary for her to take so much time off of streaming and gaming, that she has now come back and even talking about, like, her weight and things like that within her stream, and still just being such a positive light, even though her personal stuff is a bit of a struggle. It's just kind of really inspiring to see her be herself and be open and honest about everything, and then still have such a loving and welcoming community. She's very inspiring to me. So yeah, shout out Sweet Tails. Speaking of shout outs, Miss Milky, is there a woman in gaming that you would like to shout out?
Yes, I really like Lulu Lovely's stream. I've been watching her for a couple years now. Um, yeah, no, I really enjoy the same thing, just like her gaming skills, but then also kind of how she represents being a woman in gaming and how I like her community, how she handles trolls in her chat, how she makes the focus of her streams about the game. Like she talks about
Mm-hmm.
personal life stuff. I like that they talk about mental health. She gives advice about like if you're in streaming or if you're in your life, like managing money, like different, like there's real life topics on top of just like be a person and don't bring your weird shit. Like, and I like just that type of stuff. I feel like she's a pretty normal person that just adds a lot of good quality to gaming and being a woman in a gaming space that is either male dominated or you're allowed to be whoever you want to be and represent yourself when you go live, but yeah, I just like how she does it.
Awesome. What about you, Ave?
I have two really pop women gamers that I want to shout out. One is Kaide. If any of y'all know who that is, she's like a huge Valorant streamer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she is so good at the game, and she came out like last year at some point, and she's currently battling cancer
Mm-hmm.
at the same time as being like a huge streamer, and I think it's just like so inspirational, like how I know like she talks about like her struggles in life and what she's going through, but she still like handles it with so much grace and still takes the time to stream and like um I kind of lost where I was going with that.
Like care about her audience too. Like
Yeah, she
she's.
does, and she's also like really cracked at Valorant, and she really does well like handling misogyny and like comments about her, and she does not let anything slide. Yeah, I love Kaide. She she's like immortal in Valorant. She's cracked. So
Love that.
I love watching her streams, and she's really funny. She has great dry humor. And then her and her boyfriend, so her boyfriend, or it's not her boyfriend, her fiance,
Mm-hmm.
is one of like the best Valorant players. Like, he's a pro. He just won like the major like Masters tournament. And they're literally like so adorable. Like, it makes me like depressing. I'm like, I'm so lonely. But yeah, like I think despite all her struggles and like her personal life, like she's just handles everything so well and has been very like strong person, very inspirational.
Agreed. Agreed. Did you say there was someone else?
Oh yeah. So another person I was gonna say is Girl. If y'all know who Girl is, she's like
Mm-hmm.
a big Apex streamer, and I don't know if she plays comp currently, but she used to. Now I think she just like hosts tournaments or like cast tournaments. But I always like watching her streams, and I like hearing her talk about like her competitive experience, and she's really open about like her mental health um, and like what she is going to through mentally and stuff. So I really respect that, and I like hearing like her perspective and like just relating to that and knowing, basically getting some advice of like because I'm going through the same thing sometimes. But I love streamers that like obviously when you stream you don't have to be open about like what you're going through in life, but I do like it's nice sometimes knowing that like you're not alone going through stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Exactly. She-Hulk. Do you want to shout somebody out?
I mean, other than friends, I don't really watch very many Twitch people
Yeah.
for gaming content. Um, but I know that women are making names for themselves within like gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm really happy that Doll got signed, and um, I'm upset that TSM let go of Janie and all of that because I'll still keep up with it, but I don't really watch any of them. But I know that they're out there and I see them. But other than that, just my friends, because like Morbid, you have done a lot um, to build a community and to create a safe space for everybody.
Thank
And
you.
I mean, yeah, you
Oh,
can't like let that go unnoticed. So,
thank you. I appreciate that.
yeah.
Um, For clarification, I believe Janie is still signed to TSM. She's a content creator for them. She's not on their comp team. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I would say someone who is inspiring for me within the gaming space is also Legendary Doll. She is an amazing streamer who runs Apex tournaments, and I have had the pleasure of being able to play in her tournaments before. I don't know exactly when she started running tournaments, but I want to say I started playing maybe like in the middle of when she started doing that, and I got to meet a bunch of really amazing people because she holds random royales, and through that is how I got signed to my first, well, signed as a content creator to an org, and kind of inspired me to start my own org eventually. It's what put me on the path of where I'm at now. So for me, it's really inspiring to see Doll be able to bring so many different people together that love Apex and build on a community where people can then go and expand and do more for, you know, their creation and their stories. It's amazing that she's able to do all of that. And on top of that, the tournaments are run so well. She does a lot of the stuff on her own. I know she does have some mods that help, but she casts on her own and sends invitations herself. And now, as someone who has run tournaments myself, I am just amazed that she is able to do that and runs the tournament so smoothly. If I'm being honest, sometimes I just want to call her and like vent about things and talk about tournament stuff when things get frustrating, because I'm like, oh my god, like I hope she has, I'm sure she has her group of people that she's able to talk to about stuff that might get frustrating or whatever. But she's just so inspiring to me that she's so loving and caring, and she does really great things for the Apex community. So shout out Legendary Doll. She's amazing and very inspiring for women in the Apex community. I do want to take a short break, maybe like a 3-minute break, and then we're going to show off the video of the women of Xzile, and then I'll talk a little bit about the women who weren't able to show up today, so that we can showcase them and shout out all of the places where you can follow them. But we're going to take just like a 3-minute break. And, oop, that is not the right be right back screen. I'm sorry. I posted my personal be right back screen. But we will be right back, girls. I'm going to deafen so you can take a little break and we'll be right back, chat.
Okay.
Okay. Let me undeafen in Discord. That wasn't 3 minutes.
I was seeing it all like packed up in the puddles today. I was like, ew, pollen.
What? Oh. I'm like, what are you talking about?
We're
Alright.
talking about
Allergies.
pollen. Allergies.
Alright. Well, I'm back. That definitely wasn't 3 minutes, but
That's okay.
I had to go.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Is Miss Milky back?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay, perfect. Alright, let me change the screen really quickly and take off our little talking head. Alright.
I'm loving that my dog is on the big screen right now.
Yeah.
In the limelight.
Alright, I'm sharing the video on Discord too if you want to watch on there. So there's not a huge time delay or anything. But alright, I'm going to play the video that I edited for the Women of Exile. If you all want to see it, outside of right now when we watch it, it is on YouTube on our Exile channel. But yeah,
I'll paste
Let
the
me-
link. Hold on.
perfect. Let me turn off that music. Alright. Thank you so much. Alright, let's watch this.
A state of chaos and disorder is upon us. Will you take up arms? Will you help us make our last stand? The time is now. Let us be heard as we sing our way into battle.
If you guys are new here, hello. My name is Morbid Mind. You can call me Morbid Morbs, mommy, you know. Nobody does that. Nobody calls me that. And as soon as they do, I break down in panic.
Cut the sky with fire.
Get one foot. Rampart's so low.
That's a window.
I don't need the haste. We just need to win, please.
Watch you return as like a ladybug or something. You're trying to tell me that reincarnation is real, but I smush you. Why the fuck?
No! That was the worst day of my life.
I want to apologize to all the women I have called pretty before I've called them intelligent or brave. I am sorry. I made it sound as though something as simple as what you're born with is the most you have to be proud of. When your spirit has crushed mountains. From now on, I will say things like, you are resilient. You are extraordinary. Not because I don't think you're pretty, but because you are so much more than that. Let's
That was so
go.
good. Okay, first of all, the window clip, you know.
That was awesome.
Yeah, the window clip was so good.
She-Hulk's lifeline in that room was just stressing me out as they were coming towards you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely some like highlights to talk about. Let's see. Mine, oh my god, this was so fucking funny to me. Just getting trapped in the Watson fence, hitting it like 3 times, like, what are you doing?
You know that he's screaming.
This is probably this is probably one of my favorite Watson clips I've ever hit before. That was so good. She-Hulk, okay, you have to watch She-Hulk, but watch her camera. Okay, don't watch the game.
Don't watch my camera.
Just watch her camera.
She's immersed in the game. I love it.
She's fighting for her life IRL. Look at it.
That's the best.
Oh, it's so
I love
good.
people that when they're gaming, they like look like it's like happening to them. It's so freaking funny to me.
It is so funny.
I was fighting for my life IRL.
I was gonna say, I think I saw you moving a bit. Yeah.
For me? Yeah, I think I do.
This was just too good. That
was like was that like I think that was like a birthday. Was that for my birthday?
It was a TDM custom or something. Maybe it was for my birthday.
It was for my birthday. I had just turned 21, so we were, we were a little tipsy that night, okay? So I cannot be faulted for throwing a nade into the window. I thought it was open.
That was so good. This first one of Yoshi, I can't even stress to you how low I had to change this clip because her scream was so loud. Oh my god, and I think maybe I made it too low, but listen.
Yeah. You know the person that knifed her? That's her boyfriend that did that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's his.
Oh,
You look at
yeah.
the top right.
Yup, that's her boyfriend. That's so funny.
That's crazy. He did
That was such a good clip. Yup. Raven, I don't know how this clip of her, like, she didn't say anything, like, even after, really. I think she was just like, oh, C9. I would have been, like, screaming, like, you dummies, like, not even seeing, like, look at all of them just fighting over there, just, like, not even caring that she's just about to win this game.
I've had that happen to us, but the person wrote it, I'm not even kidding, past another point. We were fighting in a different area, and I was like, shouldn't we go get this? And then I saw on the replay a Torb respawn close to him, and he just solo ulted and missed everywhere, and then the Genji just rode the card, like, straight to the point and won. I was like, this is the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I love her VTuber with the controller. Like, that is so funny to me. I love that.
She definitely plays on mouse and keyboard Overwatch. I think she made this one so when she plays Apex, but I wanna say she plays Overwatch with mouse and key. Like, I don't think she plays controller. I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
We'll never know.
We will.
Just ask.
Yeah. And then of course Miss
Okay,
Milky.
the Valorant Ace. Yes, Miss Milky. You slayed.
It's like my one and only. So thank you.
As you should. Oh, the water clip was hilarious.
Cardboard mouse pad that I had too, because all I had was a cardboard box. I was visiting family.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh my
The
God.
water clip is just.
I hate this so much.
Oh, all over the mic.
Hey, I'm using that mic right now.
What?
Okay.
What were you doing?
I was doing a cooking stream. It was when I was visiting my mom, and yeah, I was drinking clearly, and I set my cup up there, and it just hit the edge, or something was behind it, and it just fell back forward. And I was just talking about how I was about to do some dishes next to the computer, and how I shouldn't get water anywhere near it. And literally, right as I set the cup down, it happened. I was like, "This is exactly what I was talking about." And
Yeah,
that happened to me.
I have to say too that when I talked about, doing editing a video, um originally almost everybody like sent me clips of them just like getting great kills or whatever, and I had said like, you guys can send me funny ones too. Yours were so funny, and yours and Ravens were so funny. I was like, okay, I gotta go like try to find some ones where I can like roast Ave and She-Hulk and me being dumb, like, because this is just too
To
good.
balance.
Yeah. So it's just so good. But Rod, I think at one point was like, whoever openly just outed themselves for being goofy, like, I need to know who that was. And I was like, Miss Milky.
Yeah.
she just flat out said, here, take this. Like, hello, I'm gonna use it, right?
I was pumped. I was excited to see. I know I sent you quite a bit of videos. I was like, well, some variety. Variety for it to pick from.
Yeah. I was uh freaking out because I'm like, man, I don't even know about the song like being long enough or whatever. I had to add a little bit more. But I definitely wanted to add like some more I wanted to have all of these in there so that I could shout out you all and the things that you do. And stuff. So I was like, okay, let me add like from some freaking ASMR spoken word over here
I liked it. It's a great video.
to the video. But I love that quote a lot too. So this was really awesome being able to do as well for everybody. You guys like how I added to Coffee's Banhammer ready?
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
like that. And the coffee cup. I
Yeah.
really dig it.
She's
Yeah.
always the one that pulls it out immediately.
Yup. So it was fun. It was fun being able to edit this for the girls. I definitely want to do one for some of the guys as well. I think it would be a lot of fun to just showcase them at some point too. I feel like I would have to break that up because then we'll sit here for a 10-minute video, but we'll find a way to make a highlight video for them. But yeah, this was a lot of fun to be able to do.
You slayed.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you. Is there any advice that you guys would give to girls within the gaming space, or young girls that want to get into gaming or anything like that?
I would say let them, like, don't be afraid to. It's intimidating to talk on voice, but don't be afraid, because talking on voice led me to a lot of these new friends that I have. And fuck it, so what? They called you that word. It says more about them than it do you, baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's about it, though. Oh, and
Yeah.
also take care of yourself, because their words do hurt.
I would say try to. I guess it's kind of hard at first. Like I think some people are fortunate to find like a good friend group, but I really think that who you surround yourself with, when you're like in getting into gaming and stuff is a big part of like how long you will stay doing it. Because if you try to get into gaming and you meet like terrible people and you're like, or you play with terrible people. It's like, it really is a lot more fun when you're playing with like amazing people. So try to surround yourself with some great gaming friends. I think that's what like the people I met, like Chris and them, was definitely what got me like really into gaming, because we had a lot of fun. Like when we started Valorant, like Valorant was only like 6 months old, and we were all so bad. The lowest rank in Valorant is Iron, and we were like, I was like Iron 1 or Iron 2. Like I was like the bottom of the barrel, but we had so much fun playing together. And I think that's what kept me playing Valorant, because I got to play with my friends and kind of grow with them. And then another piece of advice would be, don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something, or like you can't hit a rank, or you can't play a game competitively or anything like that, because they're just liars. And you're awesome. So
Yep.
fully capable.
Yeah, I would definitely say the same thing. We need more women in gaming, period. We need more representation. It's crazy. Again, I mostly play Apex, so I keep up to date with Apex and the world of competitive Apex. And when I first started getting into it, and I looked at the main stage and saw that there was no women on the main stage of ALGS, it frustrated me. It made me so upset to think that there's no representation for us on that main stage. That's just so... It's so sad to see, because there's no reason why there shouldn't be like a woman there representing us. And like I said, I kind of got into gaming a little later in life, and I jumped into Warzone, which is can be a very toxic community, especially mainly towards women. The way that men feel like they can just talk down to us just because we're women, and for some reason they've just decided that we don't belong here, is crazy to me. To have someone talk so disgusting towards a woman, and even, to get really like deep, even the sexualization of a woman just because, of our body, when we're just trying to play a video game just like you. We also just worked our 9 to 5 and are tired and want to disconnect from the world and get online and play something that brings us joy, and here we are being sexualized, being called, all these crazy things, wanting, like, men wanting our numbers or to DM us, is crazy. Why can't I just come and have fun? No, I have to deal with that. Or even trying to build friendships, like Abe said. It can be difficult sometimes because we are just trying to build friendships, and there's some men who don't think that, like, we can just do that, right? We also have to respond to their DMs. We have to give them attention. We, have to validate them in some kind of weird way. It's crazy. There's plenty of women on Twitch that I've seen that get wild DMs from men, especially if, like, the women are streamers and the men support their streams. Sometimes they feel like
Very possessive, I've seen.
Yeah, like entitled, like, oh, I subscribe, like, you need to respond to me, like,
Parasocial relationships are like insane, actually.
Yeah. So it's crazy to see all of that, especially as a person, like I said, who just kind of got into the gaming world, kind of wild for me to think that, man, this is so accepted and seemed as like the norm, is crazy. So seeing women like being represented on such a huge stage would be amazing, and I would love to see more women representing us in competitive gameplay, because we can do anything that they can do. We can do it better, you know. It just we don't always get the support, we don't get the opportunities, and even when there are opportunities, sometimes they're gatekept for a certain type of woman, based on our looks sometimes at that point, and that's really discouraging as well. So I know I went on a whole rant about all of these negative things, but I say all of that to encourage other women to remember that you're not alone, and you like fighting this this norm of men being like in this male dominated area. Like, you are inspirational, don't stop, you can do it. Like Abe said, we have like every right to be here. Don't let anyone stop you. Keep pushing, and we're all here on your side, cheering you on. I changed the screen, and I shouldn't have, because I said I was gonna shout out some of the other Xzile women that well, we can go from the top really quickly. So you guys have met She-Hulk, but something she did not mention is that she is an artist, and she's made a lot of our emotes. She's an amazing artist. If you ever hang out in our Discord, you should definitely check out our arts channel. Every time she does something super creative and amazing, she posts it there, and she is my favorite artist. Maybe I'm biased, but will forever be my favorite artist, because I feel like her art definitely speaks to me personally. I love to see her creativity and her emotions being portrayed via art, and I appreciate everything she does for the org. There's a lot of hard conversations she has to have, and she often will do them for me, or at least be there for me to have those hard conversations. And she's definitely a person who probably never thought that she would be in this position, but because of our friendship and her love for me, she is here and helping run the org. And I appreciate her so much, and I know she didn't, none of us really shared personally like our lives and stuff, but I know she has also been through a lot in her life, and I'm gonna cry, but she is so inspiring to me too. I'm just emotional. What did I say earlier? Like, I'm just so emotional, I can't help it. But you are so inspiring to me for pushing through everything that you've been through, learning from everything that you've been through, and constantly growing to be the best person that you can be, not only for yourself, but for the people you love, and for everyone around you, and for your future students. She's going to be a teacher later, and I think that she's going to inspire and change so many lives, and she's definitely done that for me already. So I love you, and I appreciate you. I didn't think I was going to get to this.
No.
But yeah, obviously you guys have heard from Favyav. That's the only way to pronounce it.
It's not Flavia.
It's okay. I accept it. I like it better than other names I've been giving, so it's fine.
You accept it from me, but not really from anyone else.
F.A. babe.
You're the only one. Like, I don't even know where that came from. Like,
I wanted it. I think it actually came from Flop, but I just took it over.
Yeah, every time she introduced me without fail.
But Ave too, you also jumped into this, I think, just because of our friendship, and it's crazy to see how much you've grown in this role. And even though I know you've had like an off month, know that I am forever grateful for all of the effort you've put into the org and everything that you've done for us. Your friendship has meant the world to me as well. Just being someone that I can trust with all of my frustrations, all of the good times and the bad times too, always being there and being understanding and helpful. I know you're so young, like you like to remind me. But you have such a bright future ahead of you, I think, in anything that you do, and so I'm very grateful for your friendship, and I can't wait to see what else we get to do together. I hope that in a few years that we're still working with Xzile and doing some amazing things together. Yep. We have Yoshi. Yoshi unfortunately wasn't able to be with us today, but she is our Valorant manager, and she also streams. So if you want to go check her out, you definitely should. She is an amazing Valorant player who has also recently picked up Apex and is doing so good on Apex. Yoshi was the first person that we hired onto Xzile that wasn't one of our direct friends or directly knew another friend of ours. She was the first person that we brought into our circle that wasn't previously in our friendship circle, and she will forever hold a very special place in my heart for not only all of her hard work that she's done, but the fact that she is family now because of it, and is just as excited to represent Xzile and be a part of the team as anyone else is just so meaningful to me. So I appreciate her, and I know she also has gone through some ups and downs, especially more recently. And seeing her still be here all the time, constantly working hard, getting stuff done, being proactive, and being quick with her work is just amazing to me. So shout out Yoshi and everything she's done here. We also have Miss Milky, which you guys have already talked to and met. She is such a bright light, I feel like, here in the org. Very funny, very down to earth. She's our tournament organizer, and like she has said before, she's still learning and everything, but she's such a, you're such a quick person. You're on your feet all the time, quick to learn things, and we appreciate every little thing you do, all of the ideas that you've brought to the table. Your willingness and readiness to learn has been amazing, and I don't think we could explain how much we appreciate you and how much easier you have made our lives when it comes to especially our tournaments. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys too. Yeah, I really do. Thank you.
It's been awesome, and like I said, we can't wait to see like where all of this goes, and can't wait to keep like hitting more goals and accomplishments within our tournament department.
Woo.
We have Nevermore Raven, who was unable to be with us today too. She is an amazing content creator She is a Overwatch content creator, but she also enjoys playing Apex and just hanging out and vibing with her friends. She is so funny and so silly. I love her streams because she is so welcoming and kind to anyone who pops in. Um, Not only is she a content creator, but she also likes to compete now in Overwatch. That's something more recently that she had started doing. And I love that. Like I said before, don't ever let anyone tell you you can't do something. No matter what rank you are, you'll find your people, you can find your team, and you can be very successful if you put the time, energy, and effort into something. And so seeing her follow her dreams of, yeah, I'm a content creator, but I'm also a competitor. I can also do these things competitively is amazing. So shout out Raven. She streams on Twitch. You can go check her out and spend some time with her. She's amazing. Coffee is also a very long time friend of mine. Like She-Hulk, we kind of well, I met Coffee a little bit later, but Coffee is an amazing mod, always here to support us in any little thing that we do. We appreciate you so much, Coffee. Um she's like, we joke around, the banhammer ready. She's always ready to protect her friends and stand up for her friends. She is so funny. Always down for a good movie night. So we appreciate her for helping us run our movie nights. Um, but yeah, more importantly, she's definitely a big protector of the group and of her friends, and I appreciate her friendship so much. And I know she has also been through a lot and currently going through a lot in her IRL life, and the fact that she still makes time to support our streams, to keep our Discord safe, to run movie nights. It's just like, thank you so much, Coffee, for being here. We love you, and you are such a strong, amazing person. And your friendship has made all of our lives better, and we don't know what we would do without you. I can say that I'll speak for everybody on that.
Seconded.
We also have It's Slurpe, who is not able to be here, but she is a mod for Xzile as well. She is a Twitch streamer, so if you want to stop by and go watch her streams. I know she doesn't get to stream as often, and I think she's taking a little bit of a break right now. But she is very awesome, very funny, super supportive in people's streams and chats. So shout out Slurpe for being amazing. We appreciate you so much. And yeah, those are the women of Xzile. We would love to have more women join Xzile. So if you are interested, especially if you're a Valorant player, we are putting together a Game Changers team. So if you're interested in that, you can stop by the Discord and ask for the application link, and we can send that to you. You can hit up Yoshi on any of her social media sites as well to get involved with that. But if you're a girl, female who is a content creator, we would love to talk to you about joining Xzile. If you would like to mod anything, hit us up and we'll see if we have a spot for you to call Xzile your home. Let's see.
And if you'd like to get a feel for us, we have a community night on Friday. We're playing Overwatch custom games, so feel free to come in, meet some people, check us out.
Yes, I was gonna try to
Shameless
add the
plug.
picture. No. That's what I was gonna talk about. I was trying to see if I could add the picture to Discord.
I linked our Discord in chat.
Awesome. Here you go. There you go. Alright, so we are having an Overwatch community night like Miss Milky said, if you would like to come hang out, it'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited. I'm going to be playing in it and streaming it, so I'm sure we'll have a really good time. Do we have anything else planned for this month?
Yeah, we have our last movie night.
We have one more
Hosted
movie
by
night.
Rod.
Yes.
It's Castle. Wait, what does it say? Castle in the Sky.
Awesome. Yep.
I
So
don't know how to say it's I don't want to try to butcher
Miyazaki.
that. Okay, thank you. Miyazaki in March. Movie nights. It's our final one. Castle in the Sky. Come hang out Sunday night at I think it's 6 p.m. CST. Yes.
awesome. Yep.
We have a lot of stuff planned for April too. So.
Yep. April will be the month of Overwatch. So if you are interested in Overwatch, you should definitely lock in right now because we have some fun Overwatch events. But we'll also be running some Apex community nights. So if you are interested in that, you should stop by for that. Thank you so much again for hanging out and vibing in the stream and supporting the podcast today and supporting all the women of Exzile. We appreciate you so much. We will be ending the stream here. We are going to send a raid over to a girly pop to go support some another content creator. Her name is Kaylin Rose. She is a not what am I looking for? Not Overwatch. Well, yeah, she streams a lot of Overwatch, Apex, and variety games with her friends. We're actually not following her, but okay. We're gonna start the raid. Go support her. She's amazing. A good friend of mine. I've enjoyed getting to know her and playing games with her, so go send her some love. But again, thank you so much, everyone, for vibing with us. Let's start this raid.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, and we hope that you all have an amazing night, and we'll see you in the next one. We'll
Go
see
hug
you.
a woman.
Yeah, go.
Go hug a woman. Go tell a
With
woman you
consent.
love them.
Yeah, with consent.
Without
Oh my
being
gosh.
weird.
Go tell the inspiring women in your life how much you love and appreciate them.
Venmo a woman $20.
Yeah, if you're a real one, send a woman $20 right now.
My
You
Venmo's
won't.
in chat.
Have a good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Let me see.
Chris